Hello and welcome to TinkerTanks-WoT. We're in a Tier 5 battle on the Cliffs map in the Ram 2 American Premium Tank, which is not actually American, it's Canadian. At the beginning of the war, the Canadians needed tanks. They asked the Americans said, well, we're pretty busy resupplying the British who left all their tanks in France. So the Canadians purchased the plans for the M3 Lee and said, oh, bugger this, we can put a turret on that, and came up with the Ram. It's actually quite well armored, 75 armor on the front slope and turret face, and mounts the British 6-pounder rapid-fire 57mm anti-tank gun. Mobility is good, although this is not a fast tank, but between the mobility, the armor, and the rapid-fire gun, it's actually a pretty viable proposition. The turret is a little offset to the right, which is sometimes a bit of a disadvantage, but not nearly so much so as having your main gun mounted in the hull with a big useless-ass turret on top like the Lee has. So, pretty good tank, but by the time it was developed well enough to go into combat, America was already mass-producing the M4, which, frankly, is a better tank. And so the Canadians retained the Ram 2 for training purposes, and some of them were refitted as recovery vehicles, armored personnel carriers, and that sort of thing. But it never saw frontline service as a tank. So, on with the battle. As you can see, we're down the one line in the valley and shooting at targets of opportunity like that Somme S-35. That's the new French tank. I think it's not sure, it's a Tier 3 maybe. Yes, it's a Tier 3. And he is not happy, putting in a few shots just in case he's still around. And then a wild Covenanter breaks cover, drives into the middle of where I'm shooting, and stops. And surprisingly is killed almost immediately. Who would have imagined such a thing could happen? So, T1 Heavy, I'm not real likely to penetrate him at this angle unless I can hit him in the side, which I can't with him behind that rock. So, I'm determined to do the next best thing, which is keep pumping shots into his track and try to pin him in place for my friends and allies to shoot at. And here comes a Lee. And there he goes. The Lee is not nearly as bad a tank as people often make it out to be in World of Tanks, but it's not great either. Okay, and once again, trying to keep this fellow tracked so that my allies can put fire on him, which they're obligingly not doing. Oh, there they go. They finally realize there's a fat, juicy target there and are taking advantage. And there he goes. So, time to move forward. We can't sit here forever. And I'll let my friends and allies move forward first. Because if somebody's shooting at them, well, they're not shooting at me, and I'll happily... Oh, there's that S-35 again. Let's finish him off. There we go. Okay. There's a Hetzer up around the corner here. And Hetzer's a good Tier 4 armor destroyer. I'm not sure which gun he's mounting, but I am sure I've taken no damage so far and have pretty good armor, so I'm going to push the corner and see if I can't put some fire on him. And he's well and truly around the corner. Can't get a shot at him to save my life. Well, to heck with it. T-34 is moving up, and oh, there I took a hit, and screw it, let's just go get him. I think I can kill him faster than he can kill me, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I do. Well, okay. Someone does. I don't think it was me that got the killing shot in. but it doesn't really matter. So, moving around, we have an Archer, a Ram 2, and a Tier 4 heavy tank, the DW2, which stands for something German that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. But they're over there, and there's got to be somebody up here by the cap circle too, because they haven't been spotted anywhere else. And there he is, the enemy artillery. I wonder who spotted him. I don't see anyone in a position to have done so. He takes out one of my companions, and we take him out. So that's it for him. Oh, and there's Tier 5 tank destroyer, the Tier 5 Stug reward tank. And he apparently didn't find it very rewarding, because he's dead too. So, need to do something useful. My teammates say cap, and I'm quite content to let them, but personally I want some more. So I'm going to go looking for those remaining tanks. We also don't want 3 of them getting onto our cap and out capping us, so good idea to go find them if we can. Of course, I don't think I'm fast enough to get to our cap in time, but well, you do what you can. And what I can do apparently at the moment is crawl along at a relatively low, there we go, finally starting to accelerate and get shot by someone I can't see, and I bet it's that Archer up on the hillside, and yep, there he is. So, well, got nothing to lose at this point. We're likely to win by cap, and I could use some more experience and credits, so I'll put fire on this guy and hope I can bounce some of his shots and kill him. And moving on, looking for the other Ram 2 and the DW2. Everyone's saying back to cap and defend the base. Alright, I'll turn around and head back. Not that I can get there before we cap, but what the hell. If it makes them happy and we win, then what do I care? 7 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we've got it. And there's an enemy, day late and $1 short. Try to put a shot into him at the last second, but no dice. So, pretty successful game overall. And that is an Ace Tanker badge on the Ram 2. First on team for 1,000 raw experience. And a handful of ribbons and like that. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this replay, and we will talk to you again soon.